Open Table Late Night Tarot. Let's see what we got going on. Late night for me, maybe not for you. First card out, Fate. Fate. Let's see, what's next? Forgiveness. Fate and forgiveness. What about it? Chemistry. Lesson. All right, give me one final one. Thank you. Warning. Okay, ooh, well, that's kind of back and forth. Oh, we have addiction at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have a destined partnership here that something happened, right? Something happened, some forgiveness is needed in this current, in order to move forward, though, which I think is pretty interesting. So with the chemistry card, the attraction you feel is mutual. You are on the same page as far as direction of where, you know, your, let's say your commitment level, your interest level, your communication level, something like that is right in alignment with the other person. But it seems like somebody made a mistake kind of early on. This is a destined partnership because you have a lesson here. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Remember, those are your soul contracts. Those are your karmic partners. Those are your twin flames, dare we say it. And you do have, at the very end, you have warning, do not dismiss the red flag. I think that with warning here, because of the forgiveness allowing you to move forward, I think that the warning is kind of like a side note, I feel, to this forgiveness. You know, like, I almost feel like, you know that phrase that they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. You know, I feel like that's kind of the vibration here. So you have this pre-planned, you know, especially, you know, when we're, oh my, see, you know, I say it and it just happens. Like, this is your fault, family, community. This is all you. You guys, whew, man, it's me too. You know, I try to avoid it, and so therefore it just attracts it into my reality. Okay. We have destined soul ties again. All right, this is confirmed. This is a twin flame reading. I accept. All right, we're going to leave addiction there just in case. Actually, you know what? We are going to take that. No, we're not. Okay. Twin flame. Oh, Lord Almighty. Let's start. All right, so we have destined soul ties. And right under forgiveness, it says you didn't mean it here with this. Do we need more from this deck? Bottom is underlying motives. Let's go ahead and get one more. There are other priorities. Okay, all right. So I think with the other priorities here, it falls right under chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. I think that's going to be that magnetic push-pull, magnetic pull energy regarding this relationship itself, you know, the attraction to one another. But that's not really the focus here. What I have noticed, right, just because you identify with the label of twin flame does not mean that that opens you up for abuse, neglect, abandonment, toxic cycles, or anything else. Okay, do not let that idea of a destined partnership hold you into something that is causing you great emotional strife. You don't need to. These relationships do not work that way. Remember that this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. You just took the crash course with an advanced level certificate. Think of it that way. All right. I'm really, you know what? I'm going to have to override this. This addiction is what's coming in with this warning and the red flag. Okay. All right. What's going on here? We have the Two of Swords, the King of Wands, the Lovers. Oh, the Ten of Wands. This is a really trying relationship here. Judgment and the Five of Swords. Man, can I call it or can I call it? Goodness. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Like, there is a partner in this connection that is incredibly impulsive, right? I think it has to do with this addiction type of, like, if they want it, they go and they get it. And it's causing a little bit of conflict, right? This Ten of Wands, I mean, it's causing a great deal of conflict. Ten of Wands and Judgment, and the Five of Swords. Five of Swords even has a white pit bull in it. Might be pertinent to you. I think that you are having trouble deciding whether or not to even give for forgiveness here. This, you didn't mean it. I really believe that there was a mistake made. There were mistakes made. And the idea of this destined soul ties, destined partnership, this fate, like you're like, that might be true and all, but this person is incredibly impulsive, especially when it comes to addictions. Could be addiction to anything from sugar to people to drugs to alcohol to toxic cycles. This could be like adrenaline junkie. This could be anything. This addiction. Addiction is a maladaptive coping mechanism to not being able to emotionally regulate. That's what we're just going to change addiction to that right there. They cannot emotionally regulate, so what do? They escape. Whatever their escapism is. If your forgiveness here, like if the oopsie, if the accident, if the whatever it was that caused you to actually need to forgive, right? And you're like, nope, because when you said you were sorry, you didn't mean it. When you promised it'd never happen again, you didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. If that has to do with this escapism, whatever that is, could be people. I think that that's where we're having a problem. Like, you can see the impulsive nature in this person, and you're kind of left with a choice here, like whether to take this burden on, and forgive, maybe even forgive again, or just say, you know what, I'm like done. I'm done fighting this battle, this never-ending battle with you. Like, I just don't want to do this anymore. If you're going to continue repeating the same patterns, like, this is not spiritual growth. These are not learning from lessons. Our time apart is, supposed to be for, what? I actually don't see time apart here. Oh, Ten of Swords. Okay, so we're taking some time apart. All right, Ten of Swords. Oh, we have the Queen of Wands fall right under the King of Wands. And the Eight of Wands. Temperance. The Eight of Cups. All right, one more. And the Hierophant looking all sus. Yeah, all right. So this is the other divine partner here, the King of Wands, the one that's really impulsive, all about action. This one right here said, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it anymore until you can openly communicate with me about how you've learned to moderate, being able to actually regulate um, your emotional highs and lows and not use escapism as a method of coping, right? Yeah, I'm gonna stay gone with this Eight of Cups. Like, with the Hierophant here, I think it's really interesting because he's looking so sus to the rest of what's going on. And he's like, I don't care what the contract says. I don't care what destiny says. I don't, this is not, like, he's even looking at us like, yeah, I don't, I know that I signed this, but I can't remember really why I signed it. This wasn't quite what I had when I okayed this union. That's kind of what it feels like to me. All right, now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here for just a moment. Um, Remember that the whole point of this with that chemistry card, and then this is not the priority at this time, that magnetism, that that soul tie, that title that you guys have, right? The definition of your relationship. Remember, that is just a popular label. The lesson teaches you a spiritual lesson, right? If your spiritual lesson is forgiveness, make sure before you close out this cycle, I know that you already put 10 swords in it. Like I see that, right? With understood, like understood. Um, you might have put just 10 swords because this is lined so perfectly in the idea of a destined partnership. You say, you know what, 11 on the timer when I said that, FYI. You might have said, you know what, no, I'm not, I'm done. I'm done being forced into dealing with your bullshit just because we're twin flames. Nowhere in the contract does it say you deal with twin flame bullshit. There's not a twin flame BS clause in the contract. There's not. There's a you take care of you, they take care of they, we'll go along the same path, learn the lessons, and then separate, integrate, learn the lessons, separate. Like that's the path of it. In this case, I don't know that this person is actually doing anything regarding like this might indicate communication regarding moderation or regarding addiction treatment or regarding forward movement to healing and such. But to me, it's almost like, you know, it's there is no moderation and it's just the same story, you know, different, different, it's not even a different outcome. Like this is back on the way out. Look at the sky. Like this is you staring right out the window, right? Where you going, Bill? I'm just gonna go get some milk. Yeah, I don't think so. Like even temperance is like, ah, look, everybody's like, where is he going? What is she doing? Even the four of coins is like, oh, I gotta protect my pocketbook around this cat. Look at that. Oh, all right. Any advice? Any advice at this time? I don't know. You have Three of Pentacles. Anything else? Oh, man. All right. We have the Three of Coins and the Queen of Cups. What else? The Two of Wands, the King of Coins, and the Five of Coins. I feel like this is making your decision based on your intuition. You know, work with your intuition, work with your heart space. Here, the Two of Wands, like move forward in the direction that is most in alignment um, with with unity, like within yourself. This could also be like making a plan from the heart, right? And that might be not what you have right in your, this might be going towards, I don't want to say something else or somebody else, like, but this is like making a plan and heading that direction, but making sure you're doing it from a place of heart and intuition. Because that plan is actually going to cause going to cause some destabilization, especially when it comes to finances. But it will be victorious in the end. I wonder if they're talking about treatment. This almost feels like treatment. Can we get a yes, no on treatment? Is this treatment? The Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, actually it is. It's treatment. If you can get your person into some kind of, well, I mean, even, all right, Eight of Coins at the bottom, strength, hard work, strength, the Magician, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Swords. Yeah, this might really eliminate some of the problems. Okay, yeah, and this is only going to be for some. Like, if your person really is struggling here with addiction, try the best you can to work some way, right, to get your person to actually go. It might, it might cost you a pretty penny, but I mean, a person's life, I mean, it'll stick. If that person wants it, like if that person wants it, whatever the cost is, it'll stick. You guys can work it out. Like they'll do the work and they'll be strong enough to complete it. But this Magician here and the Nine of Cups, I mean, this is going to be, especially if it's yours. Your wish fulfillment would be to continue on with this twin flame, but he's got to, or she's got to be clean. He or she has to be clean in order for this to work, and that's the only way it will work. It looks like inpatient treatment at this time would really benefit. And I only say inpatient because of the cost. Like, um, okay, and this could also be finding a facility or something that could do like charity, like some sort of charity. Just start looking around, start finding people that are like in this realm that might be able to help here if you know for sure that that is the problem. That might be why this forgiveness here, right, is helping you to move forward. Yeah, see, again, with that chemistry, the other priorities, it's almost like we're not even going to talk right now about the dynamics of your twin flame relationship because right now you have one that's currently suffering. So let's, oh, abundance. Oh my gosh, abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. Apology, vulnerability, going slow. I mean, this right here, I mean, that's got to be worth it. You're going to get your money back, whether it's in love or what. I mean, is there a greater abundance? But you're also going to get that sincere apology that you said before. You didn't mean it. I'm going to be clean from now. You didn't mean it. You're actually going to get it, and they are going to be in a vulnerable state with the ability to be completely open. That's what inpatient treatment does successfully for people who want it. All right. Wow, that was a good one. Okay, so I won't be so quick to judge when it comes to twin flames anymore. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. So is your twin flame. My unconditional love to you both. And until next time, take care of each other.